Sa video na ito ay aking i-discuss ang tungkol sa greatest common factor or GCF. So, sa pag-aaral natin in finding the GCF, narito ang mga konsepto na dapat nating matutunan. Okay, una, ano ang tinatawag nating factors? Factors are numbers being multiplied to get the product. Ito yung mga number na pinagmumultiply natin para makakuha tayo ng another number or product. Second, we have what we call GCF or the greatest common factor. It is the biggest number that can exactly divide the given numbers. Ito naman yung pinakamalaking number na pwedeng i-divide sa given numbers. And lastly, the methods of finding the GCF of two or more numbers are, we have listing, prime factorization, continuous division, and Euclidean algorithm. Example, find the GCF of the given numbers 48, 80, and 96. So, ang unang method na ating tatalakayin ngayon is listing method. So, from the word listing, ito yung paglilista ng mga factors of a given numbers. Sinabi natin kanina na ang factors ay yung mga number na pinagmumultiply natin para makakuha tayo ng product. Okay? So, uunahin natin ang given number na 48. What are the factors or what are the number that we can multiply to get a product of 48? Okay, so unahin natin. So, we have there. So, we get 48 by multiplying 1 times 48. 2 times 24 is equal to 48. 3 times 16 is equal to 48. 4 times 12 is equal to 48. And lastly, we have 6 times 8 is equal to 48. Therefore, we can conclude that the factors of 28 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, 16, 24, and 48. Okay, next, we have the given number 80. What are the factors of 80? So, we get a product of 80 by multiplying 1 times 80 is equal to 80. 2 times 40 is equal to 80. 4 times 20 is equal to 80. 5 times 16 is equal to 80. And lastly, we have 8 times 10 is equal to 80. Therefore, ang mga factors ni 8 are 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, 10, 16, 20, 40, and lastly is 80. Next, how about the given number 96? What are the factors of this number? We have, so we get a product of 96 by multiplying 1 times 96 will give you a product of 96. 2 times 48 is equal to 96. 3 times 32 is equal to 96. 4 times 24 is equal to 96. 6 times 16 is equal to 96. And lastly, 8 times 12 is equal to 96. Therefore, we can conclude that the factors of 96 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, 16, 24, 32, 48, and 96. Now, since nailista na natin yung mga factors of a given numbers, ngayon, i-determine naman natin yung mga common factors. So, when we say common factors, ano yung mga factor na parehong meron sa mga given numbers? Or yung parehong present sa mga given numbers. Okay, so we have here the factor 1. So, kung makikita nyo, lahat ng given numbers merong factor na 1. Another factor, 2. The factor 4, the factor 8, the factor 16. Ngayon, meron pa ba? So, kung makikita nyo, wala na. Wala nang factor na meron sa kanilang tatlo. So, the common factors of 48, 80, and 96 are 1, 2, 4, 8, and 16. And the greatest among the common factors is 16. And that is what we call the greatest common factor. Therefore, we can conclude that the greatest common factor of 48, 80, and 96 is 16. Ang pangalawang method na ating tatalakayin is tungkol sa prime factorization. When we say prime factorization, ito yung paghahanap ng prime factors of a given number. Okay, so gagamitin natin yung previous example natin in the first method. Find the greatest common factor of the given numbers 48, 80, and 96. So una, i-determine muna natin yung prime factorizations of the given number. Okay, 48. Ano ang kanyang prime factorization? We have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. Okay, so multiply natin. 2 times 2, 4 times 2, 8 times 2, 16 times 3 is equal to 48. Next, how about the prime factorization of 80? We have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 5. Okay, so let us multiply. 2 times 2, 4 times 2, 8 times 2, 16 times 5 is equal to 80. Ngayon, bakit nakahiwalay yung 5? Ang gagawin kasi natin dito, pagtapat-tapatin natin yung mga parehong factor. So, kung wala siyang kapareho, i-separate mo ng column. Okay? So, kaya nakaseparate yung 5 natin. Next, how about the prime factorization of 96? We have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 2. So, let us multiply. 2 times 2, 4 times 2, 8 times 2, 16 times 3, 48 times 2 is equal to 96. So, walang katapat yung ating factor na 2. Wala na siyang kapareho, kaya nakaseparate ng column. Now, let us bring down the common factors. So, ibaba natin yung factor na meron sa kanilang tatlo. Okay? So, we have 2, another 2, another 2, and another 2. Wala nang katapat si 3, 2, and 5. Kaya wag mo siyang i-bring down. Okay? Now, i-multiply natin yung mga common factors. So, 2 times 2, 4 times 2, 8 times 2 is equal to 16. Therefore, we can conclude that the greatest common factor of the given numbers 48, 80, and 96 is 16. Another method in finding the GCF of a given numbers is what we call the continuous division method. So in using continuous division method, we continue dividing the given numbers by a common prime number until the quotients are relatively prime. So sa paggamit ng method na ito, ay ito yung tuloy-tuloy na pag-divide ng given numbers gamit ang prime number hanggang ang natitira na lang are relatively prime. Ano nga bang sinasabi nating relatively prime? Two or more numbers are said to be relatively prime if they have no more common factors except one. So ang dalawa or higit pang numbers ay sinasabing relatively prime kapag wala na silang ibang factors maliban sa 1. Example, find the greatest common factor of the given numbers 48, 80, and 96. So gagamitin natin yung symbol na parang letter L. Inside the letter L, dyan ilalagay yung mga given numbers. So since the given numbers are 48, 80, and 96, so sila yung ilalagay sa loob. Now, mag-isip tayo ng prime factors na common sa tatlong given numbers. Ano yung pwedeng i-divide sa kanilang tatlo? Okay, so since 48, 80, and 96 are even numbers, so they are divisible by 2. So we can divide the numbers by 2. So yung prime number or factor is ilalagay natin sa labas ng letter L. Now, divide the given numbers by 2. 48 divided by 2 is equal to 24. Yung quotient ilalagay natin sa baba. Next. 80 divided by 2 is equal to 40. 96 divided by 2 is equal to 48. Again, ano yung prime number na common sa kanilang tatlo? So since 24, 40, and 48 are even numbers, again, they are divisible by 2. So divide the given numbers by 2. So 24 divided by 2 is equal to 12. 40 divided by 2 is equal to 20. 48 divided by 2 is equal to 24. Again, mag-isip tayo ng common factors. 12, 20, and 24 is divisible by 2. So, i-divide natin by 2. 12 divided by 2 is equal to 6. 20 divided by 2 is equal to 10. 24 divided by 2 is equal to 12. Factor out again. They are divisible by 2. So we can divide the numbers by 2. So 6 divided by 2 is equal to 3. 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5. 12 divided by 2 is equal to 6. So, ang natira nating quotients are 3, 5, and 6. Ang tanong, meron pa bang common factors among those remaining quotients? meron pa bang common factors? Ang sagot ay wala na. Wala nang ibang factors, common factors, aside from 1. So therefore, we can conclude that 3, 5, and 6 are relatively prime. So since relatively prime na sila, hanggang dyan ka na lang. So dyan na lang nagtatapos ang ating division. Now, kukunin natin yung mga prime divisors. Ayan, yung 4 na 4. Multiply the prime divisors. We have 2 times 2, 4 times 2, 8 times 2 is equal to 16. Therefore, we can conclude that the greatest common factor of 48, 80, and 96 is equal to 16. Ang huling method na ating tatalakayin is the Euclidean algorithm. Okay, so meron tayong steps to follow. Una, divide the bigger number by the smaller. If there is no remainder, then the divisor or the smaller number is the GCF. If there is a remainder, proceed to step 2. Pangalawa, divide the smaller number by the remainder. If there is no remainder, then the divisor is the GCF. If there is a remainder, repeat the process. Example, find the greatest common factor of 240 and 288. So, una, i-determine mo muna kung ano yung smaller number and greater number. Yung smaller number, siya yung divisor, and the greater number, siya yung dividend. Okay, so gamit tayo ng division symbol sa loob. Yung larger number, 288, and outside is 240. Now, divide 288 by 240. Ilang 240 ang meron sa 288? Okay, so merong isa. Now, multiply the quotient in our divisor. 1 times 240 is equal to 240. Subtract 288 minus 240. It is equal to 48. Now, since wala ka nang may bring down, yung 48 yan na yung remainder or excess. Okay, so since 48, we cannot divide it by 240, yan na yung ating remainder. Okay? So, isulat natin in a mathematical sentence. So, how to write in a mathematical sentence? So, the dividend is equal to the divisor times the quotient plus the remainder. Okay? So, our dividend is equal to 288 is equal to the divisor 240 times the quotient plus the remainder. Now, meron tayong bagong number which is 48. Kung ano yung bagong remainder natin, siya yung ating magiging bagong divisor. Dapat, ang goal kasi natin dito is dapat yung remainder is 0. Okay? So, since hindi pa 0, so kailangan pa nating mag-divide. I-continuous lang natin yung process. So, ang magiging bagong divisor natin is 48. Ang magiging bagong dividend is yung previous divisor. Ayan. So, 240 divided by 48. Ilang 48 meron tayo sa 240? There are 5. Meron tayong 5. Now, multiply the quotient by the divisor. 5 times 48 is equal to 240. Subtracting 240 by 240 is equal to 0. Okay? So, writing that into math, since 0 na, hanggang dyan na lang, wala na eh. Okay? Eksakto yung binigay. So, isulat natin into mathematical sentence. We have the dividend, 240 is equal to the divisor, 48, times the quotient, 5, plus the remainder, 0. So, since 0 na yung ating remainder, hanggang dyan na lang. Okay? Tigil ka na sa pagdi-divide. Kung ano yung highest remainder natin, yan yung ating greatest common factor. Therefore, we can conclude that the greatest common factor of the given numbers 240 and 288 is 48. Let's take another example. Find the greatest common factor of 54 and 968. So the smaller number, which is 54, yan yung magiging divisor. The larger number, which is 968, yan yung ating magiging dividend. So 968 divided by 54. Okay, so since yung ating divisor is 2 digits, kukuha muna tayo ng 2 digits sa ating dividend. Okay, so 96 muna. 96 divided by 54 is 1. 1 times 54, we will get 54. Subtract now. 96 minus 54, we will get 42. Now bring down 8. So 428 divided by 54, we will get 7. And 7 times 54 is 378. Subtracting 428 by 378, we will get 50. Since wala na tayong i-bring down, yan na yung ating magiging remainder. So writing this into mathematical sentence, we have the dividend is equal to the divisor times the quotient plus the remainder. So we will have the dividend 968 is equal to the divisor 54 times the quotient 17 plus the remainder 50. Next, so since hindi pa 0 yung ating remainder, i-divide natin ulit. So ang ating bagong dividend would be our previous divisor, which is 54. At ang bago nating divisor ay yung bagong remainder, which is 50. So 54 divided by 50 is equal to 1. And 1 times 50 is equal to 50. Subtracting 54 by 50, we will get 4. So the remainder is 4. Writing this into mathematical sentence, we have dividend 54 is equal to the divisor 50 times the quotient 1 plus the remainder, which is 4. Next, meron tayong ulit na remainder, which is 4. So divide natin ulit. Ang bago nating dividend is 50. Bagong divisor is the remainder 4. So 50 divided by 4, or 1 digit muna, 5 divided by 4 is 1. 1 times 4 is 4. And then subtracting 5 minus 4 is 1. And then bring down 0. 10 divided by 4, 2. 2 times 4, 8. And then subtracting 10 by 8. So 10 minus 8 is 2. So the remainder is 2. In mathematical sentence, we have the dividend 50 is equal to the divisor 4 times the quotient 12 plus the remainder 2. So meron tayong remainder na 2. Okay? So, ang mangyayari is 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2. And 2 times 2 is equal to 4. So in mathematical sentence, we have 4 is equal to 2 times 2 plus 0. So since 0 na yung ating remainder, dyan na nagtatapos yung ating division process. Now, ang last na ating remainder is 2. Therefore, we can conclude that the greatest common factor of 54 and 968 is equal to 2.